If you look in your printed materials at the Dorian in Force pages, there are two of them. Let's start with the first one. I'm going to just play with a D minor for my friend here. I hope that's what comes out. Yeah. All right, I'm going to play these as half notes. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going up the C major scale, up the middle four strings, and the voicings are in fourths. This is a lot different than just playing the D minor 7. You're really exploring the tonality more. You've got more of the parent scale, the major scale, the diatonic major scale. Let me mix up the rhythm a little bit here, putting each one of these on the upbeat. So instead of playing it on 1 and 3, I'm going to play it on the and of 1 and the and of 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Another way to practice it is to play one bar of each of these chords and practice putting it on different places of the bar. There are 8 eighth notes in the bar. You can practice playing a voicing on the and of 1, or on 1, on the and of 1, on 2, on the and of 2, on 3, on the and of 3, on 4, on the and of 4. I really like to look at a bar of 4/4 as sort of a little forest of eighth notes. And you can bring out any one of those eighth notes in comping, and it can sound very good. Let's listen to it. Let's do it on the and of 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. This might be a review for you, but let's take a look at the first 4 strings and play the same voicings all the way up. This one starts with D in the bass and F on top. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. You may want to spread those out for a full bar apiece too. Let's play this example, putting everything on the and of 3, and let's make the articulation short. So it can be a long articulation or a short articulation. So for each bar, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to practice that. So let's do that. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. The notes that I'm using for this bass line, I should say, are actually from all notes also from the C major scale. So I'm walking quarter notes, and that's what I put into this little looper that keeps track of this stuff, so that it goes around in a quantized 4/4 pattern. Let's look at the second page of these modal voicings. The people that know this other stuff from the first page frequently play right up the neck on the single set of 4 strings, you know, maybe the middle 4 strings or maybe even the bottom 4 strings or the top 4 strings, but never the twain meet. So I did this adaptation of this material to make it so you've got a chance to practice switching the strings around. So if you learn the stuff on page 1 well, you'll really be able to dig in on the stuff on page 2. Let's do this. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Same deal with making these into whole notes, or the 1 bar apiece, I mean. And you can put it on any of the 8th notes. Let's do it on the and of 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. All short now. So that included a couple ways of practicing that. Let me go back over here. The standard modal tune, it's possible to mix things up from these 2 pages in playing on this. You'll notice that the bridge, though, it goes up a half step. As the changes get more complex, I mean, this is the only harmonic complexity of this tune when it goes up to E flat minor. That's a time to really be right on the beat, to help the listener and the other players in the band to know right where they are. When you practice these modal voicings, you should also practice them up a half step so that you'll know what to do at this place. But really, on the guitar, transposing up a half step is a lot easier than on a lot of instruments. So instead of starting on this fret, on the 2nd fret, it's just 1 half step up. So nobody really feels sorry for guitarists when it comes to going up a half step. Let's I'm in bar 4 now, bar 5. Here's the E flat. Those are some ways to comp on that tune.